What's up, everybody, and welcome into the next episode of Sports Talk with me, your girl, Whitney B. I am so excited to start this episode because I know I mentioned it last week, but y'all, we are finally over the 1 year hump of the show. Yes, thank you, everybody, for this. This is great, and I'm excited. We got a jam-packed show, so without further ado, let's get it started. And again, yes, welcome back. Today, I am going to talk a lot about, I guess, football still, because it is still so much going on this week already. It's been so many drops with the Lions. I'm like, oh my God. Like yesterday, I literally just, oh my God, I got to have this for the show. This is so great. I'm so excited. And I'm excited to share with you guys, give my opinion, and, get your feedback as well and see what you think. Of course, I'm going to start with draft. Just to mention, the NFL draft is starting on April 28th and it ends on Sunday the 30th. I have some exciting news about the future of the NFL draft, guys. The Detroit Lions will host the 2024 NFL draft. I just literally, I love the Lions. Like, I know the Lions have, they have their woes, and stuff is dropping about the Lions. But the fact that the draft is coming to Detroit, I was looking around on some like sports outlets and seeing what they had to say about it, and I don't know. It's like mixed reviews because a lot of people is excited. I think a lot more people in the city, from the city, like myself, we're excited, but some outsiders is like, well, yeah, the draft is going to be there because you guys will never have another Super Bowl there and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. It's still exciting for Detroit because, hey, a lot of people already say that, draft time is like our Super Bowl in Detroit anyway, especially when we hit on the draft picks like last season. Panay Sewell, great. The wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, awesome. Levi. So the draft last year really did help out, the team tremendously. I'm super excited about Brad Holmes. I love what he's doing in the future, just to see his dream, I guess I could use another word I can't think of right now, for the team, or his vision, I'm sorry, just to see his vision for the team actually, come together, walking into a team that already sucks. Basically, on paper, you have to rebuild a culture, hire, get the head coach in, and just everything that the team, is doing. But it was a lot of pressure on Brad Holmes simply because, the people who were drafting, before him, the Quinn Trisha regime, and just everybody before him, like, they just all seem to suck. So, I mean, the Lions have got good draft picks, but it doesn't really seem like they hit on them when they should. Yeah, it's no excuse. They really haven't. So, with that being said, Brad Holmes had a lot to prove coming in last season, and he did his thing. So this season, I'm really looking forward to who he drafts, but I'm actually like, oh my God, can we just skip to 2024 already? Because I want to be a part of the NFL draft. Like, I'm just imagining going down there, just seeing how different they changed. Like, I remember when the Super Bowl was coming here, and they did so much, like, I don't know, it was just things they were doing to the city and the surrounding area to, welcome people in and make it look like, NFL kind of town, I guess. I'm not sure. But I know that they're going to do some things around there where they're already starting to fix up. Well, they've been fixing up the area, which is why I believe they do want to have it downtown at the Campus Martius Park area. It's beautiful down there. Just the park in the summertime and like the buildings and the things that you can do down there They supposed to be bringing a sugar factory and a Gucci store this summer. So it's very much so going to be hype in Detroit. I am happy to see just the come up like in downtown period, and just even for Detroit to have this opportunity because of the stuff that people say about the city. Like it was some comments I saw like, oh well, I guess I won't be in Detroit. Like, okay, stay home. Like more space for us. So I'm excited. Like it's a 3-day event. It's bringing so much revenue to the city. I mean, I all I know is if y'all planning on coming to the draft in 2024 and you not from the city and you don't have nobody to stay with, you better get your room now. Because you know they're going to keep going up, going up, going up. Like, even though that's 2 years away, you want to book now ahead of time, especially at hotels you know that's going to be there, especially downtown, like the Renson, the Westin. You definitely need to get those rooms booked ASAP because they're going to be super expensive and hard to find with, you know, I'm sure owners and teams have already blocked off their locations, and maybe the NFL have already blocked off a section for them, you know, the owners and stuff. I would imagine at the Renton because it's the closest, nicest hotel to the Campus Marshes. But, you know, they might mess around and build another hotel by then, like a few. I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm just interested in seeing how it's going to go down. And just so people can come and I mean, when you get down there, I'm so tongue tied and I can go on and on forever. And I swear this is going to be the last thing I say about this, but when they took the Palace of Auburn Hills, the team from the Palace, and built LCA right there on Woodward, it's like you're literally in walking distance from Ford Field where the Lions play. Across the street, you have Comerica Park where the Tigers play. And right across the street from that, you have LCA where the Pistons and the Red Wings play. So as a tourist, I think that the area and just like the walking distance and the things you can do around there is so good. And it's good for the city. So I'm excited. Again, congratulations to the city of Detroit for being the host of the 2024 NFL Draft. So, in other news, the other day it came out that the owner of the Lions, Sheila Ford Hamp, she is deciding to drop the Ford out of her name. She is just going to be Sheila Hamp. I mean, that's her. That's her name. You know what I'm saying? Like, more power to you, girl. I think that the Ford family, the fact that they have literally sucked with the ownership of the team, the hiring that they do, and just the direction that they take the team in, I feel like I don't know. She dropped that name because she ain't wanted to be affiliated, I think. I read somewhere, too, where they was like, I think this a PR move, too. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to just be like her PR team was like, hey, Ford is negative, get rid of it. Because, I mean, that's still her family. That's still her name. You know, she's married. This is where Hemp comes from. For people that don't know, I mean, obviously, her name is Sheila Ford Hamp. If she decided to keep her name during marriage and just dropped it, you know, for NFL purposes, I'm like, girl, be you and bring the Ford name back to some kind of good standing. I'm not sure whenever it was in good standing as far as the football team, but I mean, she can make it something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, in my business, you know, before I got married, I always had my Whitney B. It has always been my brand, and it's, you know, it's my business, I guess. My husband, when I got married and was like, okay, I'm going to start the show, of course, and everything else is like, do you think I should change it to my Whitney T to accommodate my last name? And he was like, nah, you know, your business is your business. continue with your name, continue with your brand. So in business, I'm Whitney B, but in life, I'm Whitney T, I guess. But it's just, I wouldn't want to change my name at all because somebody might be like, oh, well, Whitney B, we don't like her, whatever. So now I'm going to just rebrand as Whitney T. I think that's weird. But if she's like, okay, I'm going to drop Sheila Ford. I'm going to drop Ford off my name forever. Her license don't say Ford, she's changing it. She has to change her social security card and everything that women have to go through when they're married that men don't even consider. It's like credit cards, all of that. So because I did not want to do it. I can't see her really like, oh my God, I got to get all of that changed. Even though she probably, can afford to have somebody take care of that for her. You still got to go to the Secretary of State yourself, though. Get those pictures, sign all those papers. I don't know. The fact is, seems like a lot, and it's kind of whack, if you ask me. I think she's doing a decent job. People still don't like her. They booed her. When she was happy and hugging on Dan Campbell because they won their first game last season, people like, girl, I don't know. Me, I was happy. I wanted to hug Dan Campbell too, but I don't know. I hope it ain't for PR. That's all I got to say. Sheila, Miss Owner, Miss Hemp, whatever, for Hemp. She don't want to be Ford no more, y'all, so don't call her that, and we're going to move on. Also, what came out yesterday was just a big day in, like, NFL news. So now, okay, I'm gonna go there, but let me just throw this in real quick because it's coming up next week, and I don't want to get too far off in the NFL because I got a few other things to touch on, but in pivoting over to baseball real quick, the opening day for the Detroit Tigers is next week, April 8th on a Friday. I am so excited, y'all. Remember last year I dressed up as a tiger. For me, the show started on Thursdays, as you guys know. So Thursday was actual open day. So that's why I was able to dress up as the tiger and do the show. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do that this season because I don't know. I'm going to surprise y'all because I don't even do a video platform anymore. But I think I'm going to do something special for opening day on that Friday, April 8th, even though I'm going to still have the show drop next Tuesday. We're going to talk some baseball and everything because Major League Baseball opening day is actually, I believe, the 6th. And I believe it's like 17 teams opening that day. It's been so much in baseball with the whole, getting the contract together and the season and sports is really weird. It's a lot going on across the board and in all fashions of sports. It's a lot. I am so happy that the Tigers, that the team pulled it together and that the Tigers is opening up next week. Y'all, it's a big deal. Like, I don't know. It's opening day. Because I'm a jaw dropper. I haven't even been able to talk to y'all in so long. So now I'm like, just moving too much lip. It's Detroit Tigers opening day next Friday, April 8th. I'm downtown. I'm going to meet some of y'all. I'm going to do something special to drop either that morning or at some part, of the day. I have to think of something real fast to do regarding that. If you have any ideas or anything you would like to see, if you want to see me dress up as the tiger again, whatever, you have about a week to comment, email, however you got to get to me, send up a smoke signal, whatever. Let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to put something together for you guys. So, yes, next week, Friday, I hope to see some of y'all. All right. So, moving back to the NFL, it was a bit of controversy not too long ago with Brian Flores. He was the coach for the Miami Dolphins. They let him go. Really good coach, really good defensive minded coach as well. Which where people was like, oh my God, I can't believe they really got rid of him. There in Miami. But everybody was kind of like sure he would get another job. Well, it didn't happen. It was actually like a big blow up with a message, text message. Bill Belichick supposedly sent him congratulating him on getting the job, but it was really he texted the wrong Brian. He was supposed to be texting a different Brian. And it was like, what? I didn't even have an interview yet. So it basically kind of exposed that these teams really just was interviewing him because of the Rooney Rule, which the NFL, if you don't know what the Rooney Rule is, it is a rule that states all teams must interview a minority coach, a minority person for the coaching position. Excuse me. So basically, it become not about your talent or what you're worth or what you may bring to the team, but just, checking the box. So Brian Flores is suing the NFL for discrimination. He is, upset about what happened about, him getting a job. And, it's embarrassing, too, at the end of the day. However we want to look at it or play it is definitely embarrassing. So the NFL at first was like, this a lie. That ain't happening. Whatever. But then came out and was like, okay, well, we're going to investigate and blah, blah, blah. Of course, they have to do what they have to do to spin, racism when it comes up across, the league. So yesterday it came out that now all NFL teams must hire a minority offensive coach. So by the start of this season, this next season coming up, there should be a minority offensive coach because I guess, I don't know. I am, in my opinion, I'm guessing it's because like a lot of the coaches now are offensive minded. The league is kind of moving into an offensive first league where, I don't know, like in Brian Flores' case, he was a great defensive coach. And for him, he was hired by Pittsburgh. He's working with Mike Tomlin now, his defensive assistant, which, makes sense because Mike Tomlin is a black coach and, he's really great at what he does. And I think that Brian Flores could definitely learn and hopefully grow under him. But, the Rooney Rule comes from them. Rooney owns the team, so I don't know. It's just weird, y'all. Like if I was in this position, if I could go and interview for a position, any position, let's just take it out of football. So if I was going to apply for a news job in sports or something at a station or wherever, if I was going to apply for a job, I would want to know that I'm in this interview because I am qualified to be here and you're hiring me because I am qualified for the job and I will, we can grow and do this together. You like me, I like you. I'm a good fit. This works for the, the job, the company. I don't want to be in the room during the interview because you have to check a box. Okay, well, I had a black woman, so I checked 2 boxes, minority in 2 ways, No, I don't want to get this job because you have to hire me. And now no one respects me because, you just here, so we won't get fined. No, I don't. It just seems offensive still to minority people, across the board. Like, it's not just about black people. Minority is anybody basically not white, and then white women could be considered a minority. Like, it's just weird. Like, I think I think that it's just other ways to advance from what people would consider racism or stereotypes. Like, yes, does racism exist? Like, you would kind of be a fool to think otherwise, but is this really the way to go? Like, I don't know. I don't know, because who's to say these people that get hired are going to really become head coaches one day? Like, who knows? I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe I don't like the way it's worded. I don't like the way, I don't know. Like, especially on what's going on with Brian Flores, or, this just, guess what I'm trying to say, y'all, is if y'all executives in the NFL got together at the round table and came up with this after what happened with Brian Flores, this isn't good. So I don't know. Somebody out there, hit me up. Let me know what y'all think about this, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So I'm not sure if y'all knew about this, because I ain't even really hear about this too much. Now, I know I was kind of real sick around Pro Bowl time. The Pro Bowl was February 6th, but I still was like reading the news and watching the news. Well, news come across my lap yesterday, actually, that Alvin Kamara and Chris Lamons, along with two just non-football players, were arrested for a fight that happened the week of the Pro Bowl. I guess I'm not sure if it was because he played in the Pro Bowl, but was kind of Alvin Kamara, both of them, Chris Lamons and Alvin Kamara. Chris Lamons is a former Super Bowl champ with the Chiefs. He played for a few other teams, I believe the Saints and maybe the Dolphins. Don't quote me on both. It might have been the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. I know he got a ring with the Chiefs though. He's currently on the Chiefs. He's a cornerback, Chris Lamons. And of course the Saints wide receiver, number one wide receiver, Alvin Kamara. They assaulted a guy, beat him up really badly in the elevator at Dry's, I believe that's how you say it. It's a strip club in Vegas, big nightclub. They beat him up the week of the Pro Bowl. Sometime during that time, that's when they were all there. Well, they were supposed to go to court, but they won't go. The judge set a new date for April 25th. All four men are facing felony charges for assault. The guy was beat up pretty badly, and police have the video from the elevator, as well as a recording, according to ESPN, from they were talking about it in the back of a limousine afterwards. Like, my thing with that is, okay, y'all did whatever y'all did and knew, it might be on camera. But to go and be talking about it, like, we not watched enough, like, First 48 and stuff, it's weird. I'm just trying to figure out what's up with all these football players getting in trouble lately. Like, I don't know. It's just, do we not care about our career? Do we not care about our futures? And even like, this is jail time, like felony assault, You can't, like, according to ESPN, they beat the guy up so badly. Like, he had bone fractures. It was critical. And he turned himself in, I believe, right after the Pro Bowl. And Kamara turned himself right in after the Pro Bowl. But Lamons, it was like a week later. And then, like, the other guys, it was like a few days after that or something. Like, it's just really confusing to me. Like, on me, I'm not even that rich, Notice I said that rich because I feel like I am rich or whatever. We all got to feel like we rich out here. But I just wouldn't be taking no chances to jeopardize my future, especially when, these men are like young. We're kind of moving into like it's cool to have good free agents on your team, but some of these teams are looking at guys like Alvin Kamara and look at it like a money pit, as opposed to I'm gonna get somebody good in the draft or get a younger free agent. Like a lot of these offensives are not built up with old men anymore. They're younger teams, you know what I'm saying? And it's working for the team. Like, it, ever since Drew Brees left New Orleans, they've been over there clowning. For real. And what's I don't I don't even know. It was like Alvin Kamara was like the breath that kind of breathed light into the team. And now here we go. It's always seeming like it's something with a good player in a kind of off season going into the team this season, because what does that mean for him? Like, is this going to be kind of like a situation that gets dragged out like the Deshaun Watson situation and then he sits out for the year? Or if he get felony charges, like, are they going to just kick him out of the NFL altogether? Like, what does that mean for both of them? Like, how do you go from having a Super Bowl ring and being a champ a few years ago to wanting to beat somebody up in the elevator, And then for them to jump him, I believe what I read was the guy was trying to talk to Alvin Kamara about something or whatever, and he was in his face, and Alvin hit him, and then next thing you know, they jumping the man. Like, what are we doing here? And do we not care about our livelihood here? That's no different than the slap yet the other day at the Oscars with Will Smith. Like, yeah, okay, he said something about his wife, but there are way more ways to defend your wife. Would my husband protect me in a situation where he felt like I needed protecting in? Yes, he will. But will my husband put himself in a compromising situation where now he's going to be taken away from the family? No, because he's a little bit smarter than that. And I understand people act in impulse sometimes and don't think, but when you're on a bigger scale, like a Will Smith, like a Alvin Kamara, they're going to want to put just punish you harder. It's the pedestal you're on that you don't want to really even be on. So now it's like, do I throw the book at him or what do we do? And I don't think that we should have to put ourselves in situations where now our livelihood is compromised over something that could have been avoided. So I'm shocked. I am going to follow this story. This is probably going to be my new Deshaun Watson bit. We followed what was going on with Deshaun Watson for a whole year. And, now, hey, he traded to the Browns. He about to get that bag. So I'm going to keep following this story for y'all. We're going to see what's going on with Alvin Kamara and Chris Lemons coming up. The court date, again, is going to be April 25th. It is the week of the NFL draft. Again, guys, that is starting April 28th and ending April 30th. So hopefully I'll have an update for you guys after the court case, and we'll go from there. Like, I'm not about to wish he get free because it's just don't do things like that. I just hope that it doesn't do too much harm for his career, both of their careers. But moving along to our last and final great story for today, y'all. The Detroit Lions, a lot of Lions talk today. The Detroit Lions will be featured on HBO's Hard Knocks. Like, woo! Y'all, I was screaming in my house like, I'm going to be featured on it. Now, my plan is to try to get down there and be a spectator at a few of those days where HBO going to be down there filming, just to see. Like, they might ask me questions like, what do you think as a fan? And I might let loose a little bit. But the thing is, like, the Lions being featured on Hard Knocks, y'all happy? Like, yeah, we know the team is not the best. Hard Knocks is usually, here for I think it's like the worst 3 teams in the NFL. So it do suck to be considered like one of the worst teams. But, I mean, if you can't take the truth, what are we doing here? Every Lions fan should know. I mean, with the second overall pick in the draft, your team sucks. So it's a good opportunity because, excuse me, I think the fact that people wants to know what's going on with Dan Campbell and his coaching, like, why do he have such a rapport with the players and they love him and other people love him? Like, they want to come and play for Dan Campbell, where it was the opposite with Matt Patricia. So we get an inside look at that, like how practice works and what they do and how they talk in the huddle. And I'm just excited to see it. It was even more exciting to see the debut dates. It comes on, its first debut date is Tuesday, August 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. August 9th is a very great day for me because that is my mom's birthday. May she rest in peace. My mom knew how much I love football. Like, I used to literally get her and my grandma to watch football all the time. I wouldn't even come over to my grandma's house sometimes when football would be on. And she knew to tell me, like, well, we can watch football together. So, of course, I would go over and she would definitely watch football with me. Even though she didn't understand anything, it's just amazing. So I'm like excited because I'm always kind of sad on the date, my mom's birthday, my grandma's birthday and stuff like that. So this year I get to look forward to Hard Knocks. So it'll probably be like, the opening game or Super Bowl where we'll throw a big football party. I'll probably end up trying to do something on Tuesday, like a small birthday party / The Lions is going to be on HBO Max. The final episode is going to be on September 6th. All episodes are going to be on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am just so happy. Like, I don't know. And then the CEO of the Lions, I had read, his statement on it. And they're like, everybody is taking this with, just excitement. Like, we're happy that the Lions are even getting these opportunities because it just always seemed like it's bad press. And I think that this is really the time for the turnaround of the team. Like, just to feel the way that the GM and the coach and it's just everything worked together. Like, I think Sheila, and that's why I was saying, like, when she dropped her name, like, maybe you can give the Ford name something better and something, nobody think about it. Like, y'all just suck. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. I like the way that is going, and it's still early. Like, this is just their second year in the rebuild, but I don't think that the Lions is far off from contending for the division. I'm not gonna say the Super Bowl. That's just me putting my foot in my mouth, especially this soon. But if the Lions continue to do good in the draft like they did last year, we'll see how the draft goes this year. But depending on this year's draft and how everything turns out, I literally think next year the Lions could really contend for the division and possibly like get those playoff spots and, eventually, win a playoff game, go further and probably make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, the NFC Championship, one step at a time. But I think that being featured on Hard Knocks is really a good thing for the Detroit Lions. Just so that other teams maybe can get, or other people, maybe can get an idea of how things go so people can stop spectating or just talking a little bit of junk that they always talk. I'm excited. I'm glad that this opportunity didn't come at another time when the Lions could have been featured, 0-16 seasons. It's just, the Lions have been a bottom 3 team in the NFL more times than once. So it's just glad that at this point is where we get the opportunity to see what HBO put together and how that works because, it is a coach that people want to get behind. This is a team that people love and want to support. So I'm happy. Like, yesterday, it was almost like kind of the best day in sports news for me in a long time, especially just seeing how much, stuff came out positive for the Detroit Lions because it's usually all kind of negative, or like the Lions making some dumb trade, trading for somebody that's about to hit their cap space that's injured, that's been injured the whole last season, but for some odd reason the Lions felt like that would have been a fit for the team, and now they done traded away the cap space for this loser. Like, I don't know. It's just always some kind of stupidity that comes off the team, but not this season. They making 1-year deals, like prove it deals. And it's good to just see that and feel different about the direction of the team. So I am excited, like very much so, to, see Hard Knocks. I'm going to try to get down there and be a part of the camera. Y'all going to see me. I might not be the debut episode, but I'm going to try to get myself and get in there where I fit in. But y'all, thank you for listening to me today. I know I went on a little bit of a rant. It's just exciting to be back finally, in my rhythm, in my groove, and especially we are over the 1-year hump finally of sports talk. I was so afraid to even start this show, but the comments, the feedback, the love that you guys show, the support and everything is so appreciated. It's so much so needed, and I just really, really, really love doing this and what I do. So I was a little winded today. I don't know. I feel like I'm just talking on the phone to y'all. So I can't wait for next week. Next week, we're going to have a fun show. I'm going to put together a lot about baseball. I'm going to do some Tiger facts and trivia, maybe like some opening day facts. I'm going to get downtown. I told y'all I need y'all to reach out to me. You got between today and next week when the show dropped to let me know what y'all want to see me do for opening day this year. And I got you. Well, I don't got all of y'all. I'm going to try. Hopefully everybody kind of have the same kind of suggestions. But I am going to take some suggestions and I'm going to do some things next week for opening day. So again, thank you. I appreciate y'all and I'm out.